Hello people of the internet, Megan here, and time for another book review. Today, I'm going to be talking about The Princess and the Fangirl by Ashley Poston, and this is the companion novel to Geekerella. So while book 1, Geekerella, was a Cinderella retelling, this is a Prince and the Pauper retelling, which I think was cool. As much as I love my Beauty and the Beast and Cinderella retellings, it is nice to see a not as commonly done retelling. It has been about a year since Geekerella. We are at the con again. We are focusing on different main characters. We have Jessica, as well as a new character, Imogen. I am pretty sure that's how you say the name, who is a big fan of Starfield. And then, of course, Jessica Stone, who plays Amara in the Starfield movie. So we have several new characters, as well as little glimpses at some favorites from the first book. So I like that we get some familiarity as well as different focuses. And there's not too much I want to say. I will say I adored this book. Probably not as much as I enjoyed Geekerella, but I definitely loved this book. It lived up to the hype that I felt for it. And I am very excited because I believe Ashley Poston actually announced there's going to be a third book in this little series. And I can't remember, I saw it like a while ago on Twitter, but I believe it was mentioned that it would be a Beauty and the Beast retelling. Which I am pumped about because I like Beauty and the Beast retellings. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, I love all these new characters that we were introduced to. I like that we got to see more into Jessica's life and what makes her tick. I enjoyed that extra layer to her. And I also love the diversity in this book. I don't have a proper way to describe it other than it felt very natural and real. It wasn't like it was just thrown in there just to get diversity points. So yeah, I wanted to say more, but I don't want to go into spoilers. So I'm going to go into a spoiler bit. So if you have not read The Princess and the Fangirl, I highly suggest you click away now and come back after you read the book, because spoilers. Like I said before, I like how we get this extra layer to Jessica's character. We knew that she didn't want the movie to do so well that it would warrant a sequel in the last book. She wants to move on with her career and do something a little more meaningful. And now that we managed to get into her head a little bit more, I gotta say, I feel so bad for Jessica. Just the abuse that has been thrown her way via the toxic side of fandom. And that's also another thing I like in this book. We get to see both sides of fandom. Fandom can be a fabulous and wonderful and amazing thing. But unfortunately, every fandom does have that toxic side. So I do like how we got to see that in all its horribleness. Because like I said, while fandom can be a fabulous thing, not everything is all sunshine and rainbows. So I did like how that was addressed. So my heart went out to Jessica, seeing just what kind of abuse is thrown her way. And I do like that Mo got to see that for herself. One thing that I absolutely loved in this book was how both Jess and Mo got to see the other sides of aspect of fandom, especially the Starfield fandom. Jessica, thinking all this sci-fi stuff is stupid and yada yada yada, while Mo not being able to understand how Jess could be happy that Amara is dead and wouldn't want her to come back, and how they managed to get to peek into each other's worlds and understand, and not just understand, but have this understanding change their opinions, and thus causing them both to grow as people. That I absolutely loved. Because it's one thing, to know and experience what someone else goes through. That doesn't really mean too much unless it causes you to change in some aspect as well. And this book didn't make me as emotional as Geekerella did, but oh my god, I got emotional near the end, where Jess is like using the megaphone to shout to Harper her feelings and to ask her to go to the ball with her. Like, I was getting emotional from that point onward because I'm just like, it's so cute. It makes me so happy. Oh my god, my heart cannot take this. Yeah, didn't hit me quite as hard as several parts in Geekerella did. Oh my god, I got quite emotional reading that book. Not just the first time, but the second time I read it too. It does get me in the feels sometimes, but not as much as Geekerella did. But yeah, I love the development that both Mo and Jessica went through. And also, the two new ships that this lovely book gave us were cute as heck. Like, I didn't think Darian and Elle could be topped in my opinion, because I thought they were super cute. And seeing more of them in this book made my heart happy. But oh my god, Jess and Harper, adorable. Ethan and Mo, adorable. And I hope we see more of both those relationships, as well as Elle and Darian, in book 3. And one thing I really want to know in book 3 is how things are going to go about with the script leak and all that. Like, are they going to go on as is? Or are they going to completely revamp the script? Since, you know, a few major things were leaked. Or one big thing, I guess I should say, Darian's character being killed off, or supposedly killed off. We don't know for sure. He could have just passed out. Cause, honestly, I live by the mindset of, unless there is a body, unless you see the body, and the body is recognizable as the person, chances are good they're not dead. So maybe he didn't die. So I'm curious to see how the sequel is gonna go since that script leak. And just based on a little bit at the end, it seems like Jess is gonna be in the sequel, that Amara is gonna come back in some way. Or, I don't know, we will see. I don't know if there's been much about the third book mentioned yet. I've been trying to avoid anything, but since it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling, I think, I probably should have looked this up before I started filming. It makes me wonder if Vance is maybe gonna be in it, him being the Beast, since he is kind of a jerk. You could say even beastly. So it makes me wonder, is he gonna be the Beast part of the relationship in the Beauty and the Beast retelling? Cause that would be interesting, because just what little I learned of him in this book, he is a jerk and I do not like him. So if he is gonna be the Beast in the Beauty and the Beast retelling, I wonder how Ashley is gonna twist his character if he can be in some way redeemable. Makes me curious. Either way, whether he is the Beast or not, I am very much looking forward to book 3. Because Ashley's writing is amazing. I love these books. Just her descriptions of the con and of fandom and just everything, I feel is so relatable. It just hits close to home for me. Oh, another thing I loved was just, especially near the end, how close Mo and Jess got. I love me, my friendships in my books, and just the relationship between the two of them makes me happy. And just when Mo is telling Jess about that horrible experience with Jasper at the meet and greet, him feeling her up, I love how just she instantly was worried for Mo. That her first question was, "Are you okay?" Just that concern was very heartfelt and heartwarming to me. And I love how far they came since their first introduction to each other at the beginning. This little unlikely friendship between the two of them, just, it gives me life. And just, I really enjoyed this book. I thought it was a great sequel, and holy heck, I am so excited for book 3. Just Ashley Poston's writing style, love it. I just, all the nerd culture that is ingrained in these pages. Just, it's amazing. I felt it was so relatable. And just these two books are probably two of the best fandom-related books I have ever read. And I have a horrible feeling that there was something else I meant to discuss, but for the life of me, I cannot remember what it was. So I'm just gonna stop myself here. So, for those of you still watching, what do you think? Did you also love this book? Did you like it as much as Geekerella? More or less? What were some aspects of the book that you liked? What were some aspects you didn't like? Are you excited for the third one? Let me know. Let's get a discussion going. So yeah, that is it for this book review, and I hope to see you guys next time.